It does, and it gets lost. It gets heck of lost.
I don't read shit sometimes, and people get mad at me. This will hold your phone.
Okay, cool. Put it up this way.
Yeah, it holds it like little hands.
Ooh, that's cute.
Yeah, we got them for people in the audience.
That's hecka cute.
It's your girl Mickey, 360 Radio, Connected Radio, the Yee area. We are here live on a Monday night. We have a beautiful guest in the building. I've been waiting for this interview. We got Melissa Muganzo, the living legend. I actually met Melissa at Access Sacramento via J Poo, the hood chef / we love J Poo. So much love to him for putting me on that opportunity. And I was able to get interviewed by Melissa on at Access Sacramento. So if you guys want to watch that, it's called Livewire. And I don't know how frequently you host that show, but I know you do. So let them know who you are, where you're from.
What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, Melissa Muganzo, a.k.a. The Living Legend. I am an actor, an entertainer, a philanthropist, a humanitarian. I tell everybody I'm from heaven by way of Florida. I reside in Northern California.
That's awesome.
And you can follow me on Instagram or LinkedIn at Muganzo Entertainment or Mindy's Kitchen of California. So what's up, Yee?
How did you get to the point where you knew you were the living legend, like to speak it, you know?
I think so. First of all, shout out to Tamar Braxton. So one day, I maybe 7 years ago, I was on Instagram and Tamar Braxton called her sister Toni Braxton the living legend. And I was like, oh, I like that because I hate the idea that we have to pass for people to be like, they were just so great.
Right.
But the whole time they were criticized, ostracized, probably was worried for their life, their safety, was probably, around people that they didn't trust. And then when they pass, all of a sudden, they do great. The people that we love and adore in the world, they had horrific lives, and then we give them holidays when they pass.
Right.
So I decided that, it doesn't matter what age you are, what your background is. If you know that you're doing good stuff on and off camera, you need to call yourself a legend, because when you go, you're not going to know that there are people call you that. So I just what? I'm a living legend right now because I've done some really incredible things.
The GOAT. Right.
Yes.
The GOAT.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
I love that. And I will start now. Previously I was like, you have to be deemed a legend, but I do now understand that concept. And it's it is an empowering statement. And
Yes.
you're right. I've already said it. It's going to take for me to not be here anymore for people to be like, oh, that bitch was dope.
That was transformative.
900,000 interviews. Well, I did them when I was alive,
Right.
I could do one with you.
Right.
But
and sometimes you feel like people aren't feeling you either. You're working overtime, trying to put community on.
Right.
And it's you know what? I cannot wait for somebody else to tell me what I do because they don't see me every day.
Exactly.
But I know what I put in. I know the work that I've done. So, yeah.
I'm a big fan of self-proclamation, so I agree with you on that.
Yes.
Much love to that statement. Also, let's talk about all of the different things that you encompass,
Sure.
What you represent, some of the organizations that you're, advocating for. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. So I have a really eclectic ass background.
Okay.
Is cursing allowed on here?
Spill it, yes.
Okay, cool. Because I just feel natural when I curse. So
Me too. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it just feels right.
Let's fucking curse.
Yes.
Fuck this shit. I do it every time. We're good. You can say whatever you want.
This
Now,
makes
if
me
you start
happy
talking
as
about the
hell.
government, they may cut us off, but
That's true, but it's a wild ride.
goats fucking say what they want.
Yes. Well, let me tell you, so as a kid, I was mad creative. I was always a performing artist as a kid, much like many kids are.
Right.
And, in high school, you do all the things. I was in, dance groups. I was in singing groups. I was in acting stuff. And so, by the age of 18, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. And then, network community around me was like, we've never seen anybody do that and be successful. So we're not going to support you in that and also tell you no. Now, to anybody listening, you realize once you're 18, it doesn't matter who tells you no. If you don't tell yourself no, then you can actually do it.
Yeah.
Because I remember applying to college thinking dang, I cannot do this because my parents said no. Not realizing the degree is in my name. What are they going to tell me? This is actually my degree journey and they're not paying for it. So why did I listen to that?
Right.
But I went down this really deep, depressing ass hole of trying to people please other people for the sake of likability.
Oh yeah, I'm a people pleaser still.
That shit is toxic as hell
It's
because
also
it's
very
self-sabotaging.
expensive, yeah.
Oh man.
It's very expensive.
Yes.
Talk about it.
But in hindsight, there was a pathway that I took that allowed me to become a college educator.
Nice.
And so I started helping hella kids or, scholars become all the entrepreneurs they wanted to be, fashion designers, drop out of school, start brands, go to grad school, become doctors, become lawyers, because I understood that sometimes you just need somebody to say yes. Like,
Right.
I believe in you.
I think you can do that.
Yeah, and I'm going to help you do it.
Right.
And so once all that started to happen, I was educated for like 10 years. And then I was like, Melissa, remember you like to do this too? Like, you actually were about this. Like,
Right.
You've always been a creative. So I actually stopped working higher as a college educator, opened up an entertainment company, and went on to pursue that.
Nice. And that motivates me because it's like I'm still doing the 9 to 5 for somebody else. And as much love as I got for them, for holding me down and I hold them down, I should really be working for myself because
For sure.
I have it, just like you do. You have that knack, you have that ability. You should. Why
Yeah.
not jump, right?
And, we're taught that to have this thing called a backup plan. In life, there's no backup plans. It's either stuff works out or it doesn't.
Right.
And money is not a bad thing. I think people feel like, oh, you shouldn't be doing things for the money. Yes, you should. Life is expensive.
Absolutely.
Yes, you should.
We need the money.
But, it's money
Especially
and love.
in California.
Yes, it's expensive as hell. Gas is like $6. Like, no, you need money. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, what you do with the money, hey, that's up to character.
Right.
So,
I don't know.
I ain't got a lot to say about that. But there's nothing wrong with wanting money, having money, using money, needing money, doing well with money. And I realized that entertainment and money and doing what you love is a great blend.
It is. It's so beautiful. Oh, TT's tuned in. Shot by T tuned in on the YouTube. Thank you.
What's up, TT?
Hey, T. What's up? She's a big supporter.
That's what's up.
And I love those people because I can count on them. Like if I need help with promotion or I need somebody to just be like, look, bitch, you're dope.
Right.
She'll do that
Right.
for me. Because
Right.
sometimes I fall, like we all do. We all fall. So I think that's a big support system is huge for me. Eddie is basically that guy that was like, you can do this.
Yeah.
And now we've been rocking ever since, like 7 years in.
See?
I mean, we were in a warehouse, freezing cold warehouse with like couches we rolled in and cameras, and now we're here. So it's a beautiful thing.
In a dope ass space, a dope ass studio.
Thank you. Yeah, it took a lot of growth and belief and freezing ass nights, freezing. That warehouse was fucking frigid cold, but we would bring artists in there and they'd be like, damn, bitch, like what's going on?
Where are we?
Right. I'm like, just stick it out. It's a 20-minute interview. You'll be fine.
You'll
Wear
be
a jacket.
fine.
Wear a jacket. You're a thug. You're good. You're good. So yeah, we had a great run, and we're still on that run. So I kind of feel you on that. How did you get into the acting gig as far as your placements? Because I know you have placements in actual roles.
Yeah.
So I would love to learn how to do that.
Yeah, so when I first started exploring opportunity, people would be like, you should wait. But people only tell you wait because they want to experience it first. Right? People also don't like the idea that people have the audacity to pursue what they love.
Oh yeah.
And people have the bravery to say, like, whether I'm hella down and out today and up and tomorrow, I have to do this because my heart doesn't know anything else. And so sometimes that's a wombo combo of like, I work this 9 to 5. I also am a waitress. I'm a bartender.
Right.
I also, I trap on the side. Like I do all this stuff
Same,
because the
right.
end goal
Yeah.
is to make sure I can get to this. And so when you have that time of determination, you start Googling some shit in a real way.
Yeah.
And so I started Google like acting studios in the city, literally just saying, what if I put an acting school near me, what's there? And all these performing arts opportunities, acting studios, training camps popped up. And I said, well, let me call. Let me just call. Shout out to Studio 24 in Folsom. I started getting into voiceover acting classes
That's
and
awesome.
commercial acting classes and TV and film classes, learned how to audition. Because some people will send you a casting call, but you don't even know how to audition.
Right.
So what are you doing?
Right. You
So
got to be prepared.
You got to get in the field yourself.
Right.
And so learned how to audition, learned how to memorize a script in 24 hours, like to turn it around. Because when you do get signed to these agencies, you have up to 48 hours to turn some stuff around. And they want to be like, yes.
I want you.
I want you.
Right.
And so you got to, and then you have to learn how to love your face.
Oh yeah. That's one thing I have no problem with.
Well, that's what's up. You
Yeah.
know, a lot of people are actually real life insecure and they don't want to talk about it. And so you might look at yourself in the mirror and be like, if my nose was just, if my ears was just, if I lost, but you have to learn to become so in love with your face
Right.
and who you are and be proud of who you are because you're presenting yourself for this opportunity. And then from there, just like not letting up, like always asking when you go to an audition, like, are there any more opportunities? Or, let me look in the city. Let me actually go to these networking circles. in stuff that I'm interested in. And that's really how I got started.
Shaking hands.
A little Google search,
yes,
for real.
Yes. That's for real. We got A Pain says agreed. Nails by Cree, she did these. Tomorrow Waits for No Man.
That's right.
That's right. And I agree with that. And people, it's funny because it rings true, because people will send me pictures of myself that they've taken, and they'll be like, do you like this? And I say, I like every picture of me.
You have to.
I don't care, like put them all up, because they're all me and they're all genuinely me. And I love that. I don't fake, I don't front. I mean, I don't even wear shapers anymore. Like, I used to worry about that kind of shit. Now I'm just, when I go out, people know that I'm going to wear the drip. Like, it may not be the traditional standard drip, but it's going to be McYee drip, and then they're going to be like, oh, now I want to wear that too, because she looked dope in that.
Right.
But I carry my style. Some people, they carry their own style. You too. Like, it's an individual thing, so you have to be an individual, and you have to be comfortable being an individual.
That's what makes you fly as fuck.
Right. And you have to fucking know that.
Yeah.
If you don't, then they're going to eat you alive.
They're going to eat you alive, honey.
Right. She says, I don't wear shapers either. They hurt. They do.
They shapers hella hurt, and I wish more people were honest about that. Like, shapers mad hurt.
Stacy Angela, tune in. Yeezy F baby.
They mad hurt.
Hi, I love you, Stacy. All my friends are on the line right now. So this is usually when we go into your song, and you'd be like rapping on air or singing on air.
I wish I had a song.
Right, but we'll make you a song. We'll make a song.
Cool.
Cree, we need to get a set of nails for Melissa with her face on it.
That would be dope.
I've had them with my face on it, because I told you I love my face, so I'm like, put them on my nails.
That would be dope. I'd be honored.
They end up getting a little long, because when they have to do pictures, like, she can't really make them short, so it's going to be like a one night thing, if special occasion, and you have to like open your door like this, and
I would actually love that. I have this thing that I am shooting for in July, and if it all works out, I would love to wear the nails and promote them. So,
that's dope. That's right up her alley. She also did this hat, so she's Cree's creative design. She does all my custom clothing, shoes, jackets, hats, whatever. All the glasses I usually wear, Cree touches them up and puts Scrabble letters on them and shit. Like, whatever's cool, she's doing that shit. Who do you have to shout out? Who do you want to thank, shout out? Who are you working with right now?
Yep. So I want to shout out Access Sacramento. I love them so much. I'm currently producing a show called The Brew with S. Napoleon that'll be coming out this fall. I also want to shout out Sister Soul Brunch. Sister Soul Brunch is Sacramento's premier black and brown mixer for women identified folks, and it happens every summer. And so on June 2nd, Sister Soul Brunch is taking place at the Kempton Sawyer, and I'm very, very proud to not only be a speaker for it, but also believe in its mission to make sure people know we uplift like our black and brown sisters. We really do. Right. So I'm super excited about it. It's a predominantly black space, but it's definitely curated for us to have a good time.
What's the date on that?
June 2nd.
June 2nd at the Kempton Sawyer. And I see the events you go to. Like, when I saw that you worked on a cruise ship,
I did
as a motivational speaker, that motivated me to get the fuck out of my job, bro. Like, really? I was like, I could do that.
You could totally do that.
I could do that. And even though I don't portray as a motivational speaker, I can speak. Yes. So just give me something to talk about, and I'm up there.
No, big shit.
And I would love to do it on a fucking ship. I mean, if my parents weren't elderly and 200 miles up the road, which is the only reason I'm still really hanging out, I would move around, but take care of my parents. If I ever did a cruise, that would be the only thing I would regret, is being away from my mom and dad.
If something happened.
Right. But I would definitely rock that shit. So for people out there wondering, how do you get involved in that type of work?
Yeah, so I definitely understand you and feel you as someone that has aging parents that's also far away. That is an anxiety piece that I had, that I was like, man, I'm gone for a week. What if something happens? But I was like, you know what? What if something happens to me? Like, so let me do this. Let me stop trying to act like I can control the universe, and let me just do this. So how I got involved. So my best friend, her name is Jamila. She goes by Love Me LeBrand on Instagram, is the Waist Beat architect. And she has been in business for 15 years, and she decided to take her annual retreat on a cruise. So we went to Jamaica and the Bahamas, and she said, best friend, do you want to MC this? I was like, absolutely, because I was like, the Royal Caribbean MC, like, yeah, put me on. Like, God. What's up? Yeah. And I learned so much. There was so much involved with it. I mean, you're literally controlling the vibe of a ship for a week. Like, that is big energy.
Big responsibility.
Big responsibility. Yeah. Like, the morning, the highs, the clothes, the workouts, the lunches, getting you back hype for dinners, like.
But I think that's what they're looking for. They're looking for someone who like they can relate to, and it's relative that you may be lagging one morning, or you may have wardrobe issues at one point. Right. That's all like real life, and people want real life shit. They don't. Right. The fake shit is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
I believe there was a time for that in the internet, but I think that's gone now. Like, I think everybody wants real right now.
I think that's also why the industry is also like going through this huge transition of people not idolizing people the way they did before, because they're starting to realize they're just as human too.
Yeah.
And everybody is one edit away from looking famous. Like, it's really a app. Truth. It's CapCut, it's Canva, it's TikTok. We're all one filter away from all looking the same. And I think people are appreciating like originality, like real ass people, real energy, real vibes.
Right.
Especially with AI, like you don't know the real from the fake, especially with these songs sometimes. So really I think people are appreciating real ass people with real ass energy doing real ass shit.
Right. I think that's correct. And I applaud you for doing real ass shit, because I do it too. So ever since I met you, I could feel your energy and your power. So it was like a no-brainer to get you in here and talk to you on the show and open up the platform. So if you ever do need like to come here and promote, or just want to talk, or you just feel like you could come co-host, we have fun people in here. Like usually when I bring co-hosts in, I have like, the last time I brought a co-host in, for example, I had the Knockouts 209 in here. That was about 7 females that were entering a house that had to learn how to box while in the house. They had boxing trainers, and then they would fight throughout the process, and then whoever wins in the end, there's a final round. This is all boxing, like legit boxing. This was produced by Livewire Records, Jay Stalin, Cypress, Sparkling, Mars Radio 209. So they were in here, and I'm looking around, and I'm like, I got like 12 bitches around me, and they're baddies, so like the view from my lives and my Instagram videos was like, she's got it popping in there.
Yeah,
so
she has fine ass girls in here.
I had a co-host in, and he was like lightweight speechless, because he was like, damn, what did I walk into tonight? I said, I told you never know around here what's gonna happen. Some nights it's popping, some nights it's quiet, but it's always it's a constant.
It's the consistency.
Yeah, this is constant. So if you ever need it, it's here to lean on for you. I have super respect for what you do. I've been watching you since I met you. I don't know how I didn't know you before.
I feel the same way when I meet dope people. I'm like, so you just in the city too, and I just don't know you. That's crazy.
Which means there's others.
Right.
And I need to find them.
Right.
For sure. I believe, if anything, women especially should be bonding together, because this industry specifically is hard for us. Like, even though, like my friend Lisa, who I know you might know in 6 Degrees of Separation, so Niche, I think Trinea is her real name.
Oh, I do.
Yes, but she was like, that's my girl. Well, I work with Trinea at All Things Indie Showcase. I host their shows.
Okay.
So me and Lisa have been working together for like 7 years. And the other day she did an interview, and she was like, you just have to admit, when you're a woman in this industry, you just have to realize you're going to be hated on for no reason.
Facts.
They may charge you and not charge any other person that walks in the door, simply because you're a woman. So you just got to stop crying about the shit.
Yes.
And just push. Like, if you have to make more money to pay for it, then fuck it. Like, that's what I did.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to pay? All right. I'm still in here.
Yep.
And you can't take me out because I paid to be in here. So.
And independence really is key. And shout out to Tanisha. Like, independence really is key. And I think for anybody that's out there that's thinking like, man, I just want to be signed, get a deal and all that stuff. A lot of those people that are signed, first of all, are not making money because they're in these really horrible deals.
Right.
And also are not happy, and also are not able to be themselves, because when they signing this document also means that you have to be this other character that's not you. And so while it may appear that people are doing better than you, they're richer than you, they're farther than you, in real life, it's the independent people that are brave enough to be themselves and are getting it by any means necessary that are winning
yes.
because you can go to bed at night safely and securely and happy with yourself, and you're in control of your livelihood. You're in control of what you can and can't do, what you can and can't eat, where you can and can't go. A lot of these people are in these deals where they are just not themselves. So I just hope that as we grow to be even more vulnerable or more open with these social media platforms getting more and more detailed, that people remember, like, don't believe the social media filter. Like, in real life,
it's hype, right?
In a real way,
it's hype, and it's a great tool. I love it. I've got Wi-Fi symbols tattooed all over my body, but But I do believe that it has put people on an even playing field as far as everybody thinks they're winning, you know, at this point, because they can. You can create your own reality on here, even if it's fake. So you can make it look certain ways. So I just feel like that might be the edge that we didn't need, but at the same time, you know, life's going to go on. So do you believe, like, do you feel like internet has helped us, or social media has helped us, or hurt?
I mean, by the click of a button, I can see what's going on in India right now. Like, before, it's like you just or believe whatever somebody told you about a place, and you were either happy or scared about it. Now it's like, I'm gonna just go there myself, or let me go on Snapchat and just like literally look at what's happening in Nairobi, area. Kenya right now, instead of believing the terrible messaging we get about other places. So yeah, I think internet has like expanded a lot of our capacity. Even the way people date and love now, they're like, I ain't got to settle for what's around me. I can find love in Tahiti if I wanted to, right? Like anywhere. I could travel anywhere. I could wear anything. I can explore anything. So yeah, but at the same time, people can also get you to believe anything too.
Correct.
So
it's a double-edged sword. And one thing I learned from her was the email response, because when I messaged you, you have a process. You know, it's like you email instead of we DM'd, and then we start emailing, and I'm like, this is way more professional, and it gives you more of a chance to relax and respond the way that you want to, versus nowadays in a DM or on Instagram, people are pushing you to respond faster than you really should. And so sometimes I'm agreeing to do shit I don't really want to do, or I'm saying no to stuff that I really do want to do because I didn't have time to fucking think about the shit or check my schedule. So I think that that's a great way of functioning, by telling, you know, interacting via email, saying in the email, I will respond within 48 hours. Because in the old days, we didn't have cell phones, and you had to wait till you got home and got a message off an answering machine, and then call them back. It's not immediate anymore.
It
doesn't have to be. You don't have to do it just because that's here. Like they're all, oh, she's online, she saw it. You know, she's seen, you know, it's like, you're thinking too much. I'm going to respond to you. Obviously, this is what I'm here for. It's my business. Just give me a fucking minute, you know, like calm down. So I just want to say it's impressive that you put that into your processes, because that's something that I'm going to do, from, you know, motivation from you.
Yeah, and shout out to my marketing lead, who was like, Melissa, you need time to respond because you're very busy. And I think if you just own the fact that it may take 3 to 5 days for you to respond, but you will respond, like, just put that. I was like, you know what? That's excellent. Yes, that's not a bad thing. I'm not a bad person. I'm human. I cannot respond right away. So yeah.
And I think that's giving yourself some grace. Okay. And then my other question before we get out of here, because we're going to do two things. What is a word of advice to a young, it doesn't even have to be a female, but a young person that's coming up in this industry and they want to do what you do? What's some advice from them that you could lend in?
Never self-sabotage. Never self-sabotage. And you know you are self-sabotaging when you believe another person's idea about your life over your own.
I've done it a million times.
It's very easy to do.
I've done it. And it's I'm guilty of that. And it's very toxic. It will rip you apart.
Because anytime something doesn't really work out, it's probably because you trusted somebody else's advice or opinion about something versus your own. Nobody is you. Nobody can actually give you advice about your life because they're not in your shoes or have the cars that you have. So you have to learn to trust your own voice.
Oh, yeah. And instinct's super key. If I had gone with my instinct more times, I'd probably be in different positions right now. And I should have. And then there's sometimes where it saved my ass. So you got to listen to your instinct.
Because instincts are great if you've been to therapy and healed some stuff, because sometimes instincts is really out of trauma instead of out of like
and you
protection.
Never know which one it is. Exactly. I get you. You kind of have to be acknowledge that exists. The two different kinds, because some people don't. Deuces Wild Barbecue's tapping in. We need some of that barbecue up here, sir. I met him last night at the 25th reunion or 25th anniversary tour for Thiz Records. So that was Doobie, D-Lo, Keek the Sneak.
Oh, so fun.
It was fun. It was so fun. Who else? I know I'm missing one. RBL Posse was in the building.
That sounds so fun.
Chippa. Melissa's, all these dope people. So I want to give much love to my guy Remy Thiz for bringing me through for that, and that's really my era right there. That's my people. So much love to Vinny's and Concord. How can people find you, first of all? And are you looking to gain any more like roles? Can people reach out to you? What's the future hold for Melissa?
Yep, absolutely.
Hey,
Absolutely. So you can definitely find me again on Instagram or LinkedIn at Muganzo Entertainment. That's Muganzo. You can also find me at Mindy's Kitchen of California. Mindy's Kitchen, my food company that is growing, is going on a tasting tour this summer. And so all you have to do is go to my website, mindyskitchen.com, and sign up. And then you can also go to my website, muganzoentertainment.com, to put in an inquiry if you want me to come and speak, you want me to come and train, you're thinking about producing, you want to cast me in something. That would be a great way to get a hold of me.
I would love to come to one of your speaking engagements.
Oh, cool.
Just so I can hear you talk. That would be really cool to hear. Because I feel like you're very empowering. I'm very impressed with that. And that is what I need in my life. Like, people need big talkers in their life.
Thank you.
All the small talkers need to just back up and get a big talker in their life.
Big facts.
That's the way we win, is if you can get big in your own space, you know?
Yes.
Much love to Duarte, tuned in. Latrice Jackson, tuned in. Mabalati, Rukalati, tuned in. Next Monday night, I have Miss Mia Love Money in the building, as well as we have Mona from the Knockouts. 209 is in the building, and we have one more guest. I just can't remember. Oh, and 707 Cortez was supposed to be here tonight, but he's gonna come another night.
Okay.
And so is Hooker Boy. So Hooker Boy is actually, I wanted him to come tonight to meet you because he's a producer out of Oakland.
Oh, dope.
He has several movies on Tubi right now. The Price is the most current one, so make sure you go look up Hooker Boy Films.
That's cool.
He's really great, and he does a lot of music videos too. So I've been rocking with Hook for a long time. I'm trying to find my calendar. Okay, there we go. So next week, that's Memorial Day. Yeah, we have Shill Mack is also supposed to be coming in here from Fairfield too. We have Mia Love Money, Mona Knockouts 209, and we have Double Cup Cooley. He's coming in as well on the 27th. So that's going to be a really dope night. And then UNG Bima is coming in on the 28th to do a freestyle. He said he's going to flame my shit up. So I'm waiting for that. I'm ready to get flamed up. You feel me? All the shit, all the stuff. Well, it was beautiful to have you. If there's anything you need to plug or promote, now's your time to do that. Or you can just say, we can say thank you. And then we're going to take some pictures against that logo.
Yeah,
right
let's
there.
do it. Let's
and
do
then
it.
Eddie probably got some stuff to do a reel. So that'll come up a bit later too.
Okay, cool.
But everybody out there, if you guys need power in your life, get a big talker. That's her. You know, I knew she was the minute I met her, and I actually probably knew her before I met her. So
I feel that.
Yeah,
I feel that
that's
way.
a real thing.
Yeah, I feel that.
I've known you for a long time. I feel like.
I feel that. If anything, I just want to shout out Love Mila Brand. I want to shout out Sister Soul Brunch. I want to shout out Nacho House 916.
Where's
best
Nacho House?
Nacho House 916 is the best nachos in the game.
Where are they at?
Black owned. They're in Sacramento. They're amazing. They're amazing.
Oh, I need to try that. Do you know of any baked potato places in Sac that do loaded baked potatoes?
Loaded baked potatoes, no. But maybe Nacho House 916 can put something together.
Yeah.
I just feel like they're so good. They are Louisiana style nachos. It's everything. So you definitely want to check them out.
I will for sure. And then Mindy's Kitchen is, you guys serve food, or what's the story?
So yeah, plant-based vending machine company.
Nice.
I healed myself through plant-based eating, and so
you hear that, Eddie? Yeah.
You hear that, Eddie?
We need to get a plant-based vending machine in here.
Yeah, so that's I want to definitely shout that out. So Nacho House 916, Sister Soul Brunch, Love Mila Brand, and of course my own self, Muganzo Entertainment and Mindy's Kitchen of California.
Well, keep fucking powering down, man. I'm watching you do it. So,
thank you. Thank you.
And the next cruise you go on, I'm gonna get in your bag if I
know
don't have
that's
a gig.
right. I know that's right. And you know, Love Mila Brand is actually putting on another retreat in 2025 to Costa Rica. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm ready for that.
Yeah, that's in March. So definitely follow her because she just released the dates, I think 2 days ago.
What was the name?
It's Love Mila Brand. So LOVEMILA Brand, all one together.
Okay, we'll definitely do that. So
the Waste Beat Architect.
Deuce's Wild Barbecue says they can make us a loaded baked potato. So
okay,
there we go.
He took care of it.
Yep, and they will pull up with food. So if you ever want to pull up with any food or any food vendors, we try the food on air.
Ooh.
So we've done that with several different catering agencies and barbecue houses and like any restaurant really that wants Gumbo King, and they pulled up, you know, like they bring us food. Midnight Chef Jacob, they brought us some nice tacos. So we be in here grubbing, and we had Marie's Sweet Cheeks. She used to bring us cake every week. And she made personalized cakes for the guests. Like Glasses Lote got a Crip cake, and it was super dope. Yeah.
Well, maybe we can make one of the tour stops MCE.
Yes, do that. 360 Connected Radio.
That would be dope.
You've now met Eddie. You know the sack boy. He shoots for me. He'll shoot the food, gets you some good pictures, a good recap. We'll have a little entertainment.
Have a good time.
And then I said, I got to put some money in there. We'll have some entertainment, and then we'll eat. But in the meanwhile, follow her.
Yes.
Make sure you support her website, link up all the shit, all the stuff. It's your girl, Mick Yizzle, the Trap Barbara Walters, signing off. I'll see you next time. But you know I'm everywhere like the air, and you do know that. Yay!
Peace.